Hi and welcome to my channel Marliesmaakthet, that's Dutch for Marlies Makes It. My name is Marlies and as you probably have guessed already, I am from the Netherlands, so excuse my Dutchy English, I hope you can understand me. I will have to look for words sometimes. What did I do this past week? I went to the thrift shop, second-hand store. I don't know how I have to say it really, but you know what I mean. And I found treasures there. I first found a whole stack of cross-stitch fabric, mostly leftover pieces, like this one. It's not very big, but big enough for a little project. This one is narrow but long, I think more than a meter. I haven't measured it, but it will be used. And then this, and it's linen, and some is Ada, and this is, you don't see it very well on camera, but it's a little bit peachy color. It's more yellow on camera, but it's in real life it's more peachy. It's beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but it will be used, that's for sure. And in another second-hand store, they had 5 colors of the DMC thread, and this one and this one I have already a project for in mind. This is what I bought at the second-hand stores, and I think altogether it costs about 10 euros or something. I don't know for sure, because I also bought other things. I bought books, and I bought, what did I buy again? Oh, Boerenbond. Boerenbond is a pattern on things like plates and balls and stuff. I will put a picture here, and it's a Dutch pattern and it's very old. I think it's over 175 years old, that pattern, and I collect those things with that pattern, but when you have to buy it new, it's always very expensive, and I don't want to pay those expensive prices, so I always look in second-hand stores for Boerenbond things. I finished something, but not really. Let me explain. I made 2 of these things. This is 1 and this is 2. Right now it's just a piece of cloth. I knit it, but they will become in time fingerless gloves for my son. It works like this. You fold it around your hand, close it here, and close it here, or maybe a little bit higher. Well, you know probably what I want to say. You have to close it, and you have to choose where your thumb hole will be. And my son lives about 200 kilometers away, so I don't know where he wants his thumb holes. And I think in 2 or 3 weeks he will be visiting us, so then I will ask him where he wants the thumb holes, and then I can finish them for real. But for now, this is finished, although maybe not quite. Then I worked on the birds. It was already open. I stitched on the birds. It's not ready yet, it's not finished, but the green finch is now finished, and I started the first autumn leaf. I will be finishing this soon because I really like to stitch this, but I don't want this as a whip anymore. Does that make sense? I want it to be finished, I want it to be in a frame, and I want it to be hanged on my wall somewhere. I don't know where yet, but I want it to be done because I want to look at it every day instead of that it hides in my project bag. So that is one plan I will be stitching on next week. Then, what have I then? Oh yeah, of course. When I went to the dentist last week, I bought yarn for a pair of socks and I bought DPNs. And I tried to close the loop, I think 6 times, and that many times I ripped it out because it wouldn't become neat. It wouldn't become close. I couldn't do it. I think it's very difficult to knit with these tiny needles. It's 2.5 mil, so they're not that tiny. I know people knit socks on 2.25, but I think I thought I should start with 2.5, and I think this is very, very, very small. But I am used to knitting on not lower than 4.5. I only knit on 4.5 for the, no, yes, no, yes, 4.5 for these and for the scarf in my last video. And then I knitted a scarf for my husband on 5, and the US sizes are different. I don't know what the US sizes are, but these are the European sizes. I think it's difficult, but I love this color. This is a Landlust yarn. Let me see. Oh, I forgot to bring my glasses, I think. Yes, it's Landlust and it's from Lana Grossa. Color number 211, and this is how they become when they are stitched. No, knitted. I really love them. So I want to learn how to knit socks, and that's why I am going to try again. In my Dutch video I already got some tips in the comments. Do you have a tip to close the loop when you start knitting socks? Then I would love to know. Please give me the tips, all the tips you have about knitting socks in the comments. And what else? Oh, of course, I stitched some more on my Cosmic Raven. This is a pattern from, I bought it from Etsy, from X Cross Stitch Pattern X. Here I will show where I was last week, and this is where I am now. So as you can see, I filled in all the blanks here and here. That was one number, one color I didn't have. And I bought it last week, and I immediately, of course, started to fill it in. Oh, and I will also here place a picture of how it will become when it's finished. It's 90,000 stitches, and it will. I stitched this on 14 count Aida, and it will be around 55 by 55 centimeters. Last week I forgot to mention I joined the Heaven and Earth Designs Stitch Along. I chose this one. I'm very happy. I'm also very intimidated because it's almost as big as my Cosmic Raven, and I know already I will not finish this next year as a whole. But I love the pattern, I love birds, actually all birds, and I really love also patterns from Amy Stewart. And as an incentive for stitching one page, you get a free Amy Stewart chart. So I want to aim for stitching one page next year from this stitch along. You could choose from 12 designs. Some are especially made for this stitch along and others are parts of existing charts. When you stitch 6 pages next year, you get all the 12 charts. And when you stitch the whole pattern in a year, you also can choose from 3 special charts. And I'm very happy because I don't like those charts, so I don't want that incentive. So I don't want to hurry and try to stitch all of the design in one year, while I know already now that that's not going to work for me. And that was it. The more I did not do this this week. We went to the vet with our cat Bloom. She didn't came home one night, and when she came home in the morning she had pain. We thought there was pain in her rib cage because we were not allowed to lift her, we were not allowed to pet her. So we thought she fought because she's a real fighter, and or she maybe got hit by a car, because where we live it's very dark. It's in the countryside. There are not many lights to light the road. I don't know the word for that, but you know what I mean. Those long things alongside the road with a light at the top. We don't have that very much here, and people drive very fast, faster than is allowed most of the time. And our cat is black, so drivers won't see her when she would be on the road. So we thought she might be hit by a car. So that's why I called the vet, and we could come that same afternoon. And when we were there, the vet was all and ah over how beautiful and how healthy she looked. I'm sorry, my husband interrupted me, but now he's gone again to his office, work room, man cave room. Behind the house there used to be a pig stall, and we transformed that into his office building. So now he's back. He came to grab some lunch. So where was I? Oh yes, Bloom at the veterinarian's. She had pain, but not in her rib cage. It was in her back. Some parts of her spine hurt and her belly hurt. And the vet didn't think she was hit by a car because her teeth and her nails were intact. And she told us that when cats got hit by a car, they try to grab themselves to hold on to something, and then they break their nails and their teeth, and because those were all intact, she didn't think she was hit by a car. She also didn't think she fought, but she did think she fell off of something, maybe out of a tree or off a pile of debris somewhere. You never know what happened, but because for the rest she looked so very healthy and strong, the vet suggested to give her pain medication for a few days, and then she thought it should be over. And if it was not over in 5 to 7 days, then we could take a picture of her belly and her spine to see if there was something more wrong, but she did not expect that. So that's what we did, and she gets pain medication every day now, and she has to stay inside, which she hates, and sometimes she escapes, but most of the time within maybe 30 minutes she comes back. So how do I say it? I don't get very scared when she escapes. That's not really what I mean, but I don't really know what how I can say it else. So we are very busy with Bloom and her pain medication and her trying to let her not escape. And we made a beautiful walk in a forest nearby 2 days ago, I think. Yes, it's now Friday and it was Wednesday when we walked in the forest. It was beautiful. It was a longer walk than I am used to, but the weather was very mild. The sun was out, and most of the time in the Netherlands in the fall it's gray and more gray and more gray. And now Wednesday the sun was out, it was very warm. We just walked in our sweaters and no jacket or something, and in the beginning it was a little bit cold, but well, you walk yourself warm, so it didn't matter. It was beautiful, but that's also why those two things are the main reasons why I did not cross stitch and knit as much as I initially wanted. Oh, and I read more books because the season of reading Christmas books is here, and I'm fully indulging in that. I love it. I only read books from Dutch authors, and those books are also not translated, so I'm not going to mention them here because you will you cannot read them unless you can read in Dutch. And for people who can read in Dutch, I read all the Christmas novellas from the Verhalenfabriek. That's Dutch for the Story Factory. And the Story Factory, the Verhalenfabriek, publishes e-books only and only short novellas. They call them tussendoortjes, which means something like in-betweens, and they are so short and so fun. You can read them in between real books. They're very fun and I love them. Well, that was it for today. I actually wanted to film this video yesterday and edit it and upload it so that it would be live this morning. Well, that didn't happen. That did happen with my Dutch video, but this English video didn't happen yesterday. So it will be later today online. And that is still on Friday, just not 9 a.m. Well, I wish you a very, very, very good weekend. I hope you are going to do something fun. Please let me know where you are working on knitting or cross-stitching wise, or maybe some other creative thing you love to do. Please let me know what books you read. I love to know that too, because you may not read in Dutch. I do read in English sometimes. And well, that was it. I hope to see you next week again. Have a very nice weekend. Have a very, very nice next week. It will be much colder here next week. And I'm looking forward to that because I love the mild weather, but I also love the cold. So that was it. See you later. Bye.